Hey guys, this is FedEx Commando. At least that's my screen name on WarGame European Escalation. This was a match. It was a 4v4. This was a pretty decent match. Nothing too interesting, but I mean, it was a pretty good match. This is the first time I'm doing commentary, so please excuse me if I stutter and stuff like that, but anyway, I'm on the NATO side and we're versus the Warsaw Pact, the Russians, communist side. This map, not too sure what it is. It was my second match I played, and if y'all are wondering what my settings are, it is set to full, or let's see what it is. Insane. It's my graphics card, GTX 580. As you can see, I know this is a beta, and you know everything hasn't been fully updated, stuff like that. But anyway, here we go with the match. I try not to go armored. I do have 5 tanks, 4 artillery to hang out by the base, in case I need to support my units. Now I did not know that the more supply trucks you had, the more supplies, or should I say, the more supplies they can hand out to vehicles. So if people were wondering on supplies, how the supply trucks works, if you want to keep your guys supplied and going in the field, you need to at least have 4 supply trucks. 2 are okay, but they're not going to last that long when your guys run out of fuel. And yes, your units do run out of fuel and ammunition. As you can see a little gas can and the ammunition count. Now what I thought was pretty cool is when you select your units, they were already put into a group, but you can also split them up individually if you ever want to spread out your units. I usually don't do that because, you know, it's just more micromanaging, so I just keep them in a group. But mostly what I usually go with is armored APCs and infantry groups with at least stingers, take out helicopters if need, you know, I come across any, and then anti-tank teams. One that at least has one, you know, ATGM launchers, or the, you know, Law rocket launchers. And so I'm moving out here. And if people are not sure on how to play this type of game, the objective, I'm not sure if this is the objective or not, who can pretty much capture the most points on the map, but when you capture these zones like Juliet, Mike, and all that are in the, I guess you could say, white outlined, that's how your points trickle in. Your, I guess you could call them command points, or resource count. Now, in order to capture these points, you cannot, I mean, you can't just use any unit. You have to use a command vehicle. And there's different types of command vehicles. You can get armored command vehicles, helicopters, command vehicles, but though I haven't unlocked, you know, I'm only a level 2 in this match, I think. So, I mean, I haven't unlocked everything. Of course, you know, I haven't had that much time to play, but still. And trees and cover can be your best friend in this game. I've learned to find out. Now it can either work both ways for you, because sometimes if your units are not in a well-placed area in the cover, they certainly can't see them, or they could be out of range. So it's best to hide your units the best you can, because, you know, you can do ambushes, sneak attack, you know, etc. You get what I'm saying. strong at taking out well-armored APCs and tanks. I don't know how that would be possible, but as one of the moderators on the forums explained to me, you know, AA vehicles can spit out a lot of rounds, and it can demoralize the morale of your crew members. In other words, stun them and stuff like that. And if anyone's curious about the little seconds counting down, your vehicles will get tracks knocked off, get stuck in the mud, they could get stunned. See right there, rough ground. They can also get stunned. Very inaccurate because you don't have any if you had spotters where you could tell where the enemy is on the map, you know, it would be a lower radius for the artillery rounds to hit. Also, depending on what rank your artillery is, the more accuracy. What I was trying to do with artillery was I was trying to support him up. A good rank for them to be accurate. They were pretty much newbies. My strategy when I play big team battles like this is to sit back and analyze the battlefield. Pretty much see where my friends are encountering enemies. They need help and backup. Air-to-ground missile, but I feel that they could be more accurate. But again, that might be because the fact that they are not at a adequate rank to be. I still haven't gotten the grasp of the rank, purchasing rank and stuff like that. I try to do two ranks on them, but mostly in this match they were newbies. But like I said, I kind of sit back. problem with the anti-air not having enough range to be able to take out helicopters. Apparently they might, I don't know if they updated it yet or not, but that looked pretty good there. Russian AA units pretty much took it out. Now I can understand for the new starting out artillery to get, but so you can see everything. And it looks like they are. Whoa. Yeah, he's got a lot of units going out. Now this guy, me and him, Art Heel, whatever his name is, we were pretty much trying. I was trying to figure out where exactly his artillery was shooting me from, but I had a good idea somewhere from his spawn. So we pretty much tried to exchange rounds between each other. Later time in the match, it did get a little hairy. I don't know if that spot is size force heading down the middle, and I decided to move my scouts up to see where all they were going. So that's what happens. Now I did come across the player that had a Havocs. That is the Russian attack. It's compared to our Apache as an attack helicopter, as you could say. With the supply vehicles, but you also got to remember those vehicles are very fragile. Now we pretty much have to walk down. Catch this guy like flanking from behind. tanks. I think one survived out of it. Damage. Also, I was moving up my anti-grenadiers. Rockets, but also the reason being is because they are not at a good rank or experienced rank to be more accurate, I guess. Now what the flashing gas can and wrench drill means is that the vehicle is badly damaged and requires fuel, or is low on fuel. As you can see at the bottom where it has the yellow gas can, it's at 43, so he doesn't have much fuel left. He's going to need some fuel. But that is the other team's artillery getting hit. It's pretty much a stalemate between these two guys and us. And that is the first time I've seen that. It's like a very accurate Mike. I thought about attacking Mike at the time, but I wasn't sure. I thought if I just hold my ground while my other teammate was rebuilding his forces, let's see what's going on. Awesome. How many units they have. It's crazy. And I think this is the part where he started to shoot at me. Yeah, it is. Now I don't know how he figured out exactly where to shoot, or if that was just. But I guess he was following my artillery shells tracks. There's one. Now it's one of my food trucks. Now I did notice that the FOB at the first of the match. Pretty much, I usually put 2 down, but this match I put 1 because I didn't know that once you have a little setup time where you set up your tanks at the first of the game, and then you could put your FOBs down. Well, I didn't realize that you couldn't put another FOB when it ran out of supplies. So pretty much you put 1 down and the game starts, you're stuck with that for a while. Fast order, they will automatically stay on the highway. But like I said, I did not know that. There's a couple of hits right there. I didn't realize here was I was paying too much attention to the middle battle going on. I was losing the block. Warehouse, wherever that is right there. But I did have a lot of supply points saved up, and I did call in a major. When I realized that the threat was coming down the middle of the map, I called in, I want to say 4 squads of leopard tanks, and basically was going to support the middle where we had a break in the line, and to help out my teammates because it looked like they were getting pretty smashed. There. Why the Russian? Looks like he was falling. He had the right idea of falling back. Like I said, when I figured out that I needed to retaliate units in. I did didn't really make my move until I felt like it was time to. I was basically watching where he was going. Those Panzer Grenadiers are pretty awesome with those rocket launchers, as long as you keep them as long as you keep them supplied well. As you can see, they started to move down this middle on the map. Wow, he's really pushing down that way. Anyway, back to the middle of the map. Anyway, this is when I started to counterattack. Start to but basically I support my comrades in the game. Just make sure they don't get overrun and stuff like that.